Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time was came out back on 1st of October 2020 in North American, and it was out on 2nd October 2020 for UK, aka the Great British. If Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is worth buying and playing, or just die trying. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time take place after that the third game was left off, known as Crash 3 Warped. Now, Crash 4 It's About Time is a really proper sequel to third game, and yes, and that is not a favorite bad games, and it's look a lot better than ever. The game take control on Crash, Coco, and some famous characters such as Tonna, Dingodile, and Dr. Neo Cortex. That is obviously not the first time where you play as Dingodile. The first time where you play as Dingodile was Crash Team Racing for PS1. Now, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time we just hit the spot. The game opened up with a Crash 3 was left off when Dr. Neo Cortex and Entropy free from the time prison where they're at since they were as a baby for the ending scene of Crash 3. After Uko opened the time rip, he completed unconscious. He's not there, but he just got unconscious. Unlike other Crash games, you cannot get a power up after you defeat a boss fight, but you get full quantum mask. The first mask like the lolly will shift, will they change physical object, even visible or not. Iconodo was act like a death tornado spin, but you are allowed to double jump as well, what you did on previous Crash games. There are time slowing masks that allow you to slow the time down. There are upside down masks to allow you to shift gravity, like what it did on VVV. Now, unlike previous Crash games, this is the hardest Crash Bandicoot game still since Insane Trilogy or Crash Bandicoot 1 for PS1, and Insane Trilogy for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. Because It's About Time was came out for PS4 and Xbox One still, but it will be re-released on PC and Nintendo Switch in the future. But then again, it also gonna be re-released on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X as well. And the platformer was quite hard, and it's quite frustration for myself as well, because and the backtracking will get some crate and first level of pirate levels. Yeah, it's not a long level world, but it's quite a short world. Unlike other Crash games, instead of having 3 world or 5 islands from the previous games, we had a lot of world in it than it seems. And you hear me right, it is a bit longer than previous games. Instead of 5 worlds, we had 8 or 9 worlds to get through it. Well, I cannot count that world like that, but it is a lot longer than previous games. Unlike previous Crash games, you can able to play with Tonna. Now, I nearly forgot about Tonna. Tonna can able to shoot with a hook shot and she can kick instead of spin attack. She still double jump, but and yes, unlike Crash and Coco, she has slow moving than Crash and Coco. Dingodile, similar to Luigi from Luigi's Mansion trilogy, Dingodile can able to suck TNT and shoot it against the enemy with TNT. And they can able to suck crate as well. Dr. Neocortex, on the other hand, unlike other characters, he cannot jump higher. Oh yeah! Before I forgot about Dingodile, he can hover as well with blowgun. Dr. Neocortex, on the other hand, he can able jump, charge or dash, and he can shoot enemies to time and not become a bounces or hard rock. Yeah, Dr. Neocortex is just a short jump. Yeah, he is a short jumping since to insanity. Now, tell us what you did on Insane Treasure. You can able to play out Coco at any time, except as you play as Tomo, Dingodile, and Dr. Cortex and levels, which was dead on Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, where you switch to Coco for riding level. Now Coco had the same attack as Crash did, and it's about time. I know I got frustration first level or power level when trying to backtrack it because of that moving platform. However, I decided to use other way to backtrack it to other side of that one because it is such a pain in the neck. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. It's one of the best proper sequel to Crash 3 Warped. I don't even bother play Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex anymore because, yeah, after level with a very bad memories of Wrath of Cortex, Crash of the Titans, and Mind of a Mutant, Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. It's a proper sequel to Crash 3 Warped. Not a phony sequel like Wrath of Cortex, because now, unlike other Crash games, there's no Crash Bandicoot and it's about time, but it's just Tomo instead. I'm not going to spoil this game too much, and we had the boss fight like Engine, which is a very earliest boss fight and ever seen so often, instead of first boss fight like Engine like that from second and third Crash game, but it's just the first boss fight. And it also very early boss fight as well. Now Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time is not a slow down or crash like that. However, as for a Chrono Mask from this game, when you use Dark Matter Spin, it started to move automatic, so you have to use T-pad or left stick just to move different direction or just move it. The control is best there for organo like that. Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. It's just one of the best 3D Crash Bandicoot platformer game so far, and yes, it is a proper sequel to Crash 3 Warped after all. So don't even bother play Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex anymore and play this Crash 4 as about time instead. It doesn't run into hiccup or crashes like that. But Crash Bandicoot 4 is About Time is just one of the best real sequel to Crash 3 Warped. And the chase levels is not too bad either. But very interesting except dinosaur chase level was quite challenging than it seemed. I would give Crash Bandicoot 4 as About Time a 9.5 out of 10. One of the best Crash Bandicoot sequel to Crash 3 Warped. And yeah, it is take place where that Crash 3 Warped was left off. I hope you guys enjoy watching review videos. Please leave comments below. Please subscribe or follow into my channels if you're new to me. Link in the description below. And click that bell for notification. And peace, minute shorts. I hope you enjoyed a peace, minute shorts. And get Crash 4 as About Time for yourself. Because it's really fun to play. Peace, minute shorts.